Dr. Amulya, pediatrician and specialist in child development. I welcome all you moms and dads into this journey of parenting, and I'm here to help you all out in this journey. So today's session, I would be talking regarding basic newborn care because there are a lot of queries. So I'm just trying to simplify these things so that it becomes easy for you. So bathing in baby. So when you see a baby immediately after birth, you see that the baby is surrounded by a whitish color layer. Well, this is called vernix, and it's actually a protective layer because it protects the baby from changes in temperature. It contains different cells and different secretions. So do not scrub this area. First bath can be given anytime from 6 hours to 12 hours, but you need to ensure that your newborn is stable. When you're giving a bath, ensure that the room is warm, and you can just give a quick sponge. It should not prolong beyond 5 minutes, and immediately wipe the baby from top to toe, cover up the baby nicely, and place the baby beside the mother. So the next usual question which parents ask is which cleaning agents or which soap needs to be used. So you need to remember that baby skin pH is different. It's acidic and the skin is very sensitive. So remember, when you choose a product, it should be fragrance free. It should have a pH very close to that of the baby's skin, and it should not produce so much foam. So these are the 3 things you need to remember when you're choosing a baby soap. So next, coming to the care of the scalp. Well, a mild shampoo needs to be used which pH equal to that of baby's tear, and as the soap, it should be fragrance free with very less amount of preservatives. So you need to shampoo twice or thrice in a week. You don't have to shampoo it every day. Sometimes on the scalp you can see seborrheic dermatitis or cradle cap. For that, what you need to do is gentle shampooing. If you see any scales, with a gentle comb you can just clean it up. So just this should be fine. But if these areas persist, then you'll have to meet a doctor because then they can advise you specific ointments to be applied in that area. The eyes can be cleaned with a normal cotton cloth soaked in warm water gently. Nothing specific needs to be done. You don't have to put water, you don't have to put oil, you don't have to blow into the ears. You just need to keep the area dry. To clean the outer surface of the ear, you can take a normal cotton cloth and wrap it around your finger and just clean the outer area. If there's a little bit of wax in your baby's ear, it would automatically fall off. Sometimes you can see baby having nails and they can scratch over their face. You can just gently trim the baby's nails using a non-metallic baby nail trimmer. Care of the umbilical cord. See, umbilical cord usually dries and falls between 7 to 10 days. So you need to keep it dry. You usually do not have to apply any ointment locally. But in case you see any redness, any discharge or bleeding, or you notice a swelling in the umbilical cord area, that is when you'll have to meet a doctor. Care of the diaper area. This is the area where there's a lot of moisture and constant friction because of the poop and urine, which makes the area more acidic. So just remember, you're changing the napkins frequently, every 4 to 6 hours or whenever it is soiled. Remember, you give a napkin free period for the baby. Use a cloth soaked in warm water to clean the area. Sometimes usage of wipes can lead to a rash because the wipes have preservatives. Remember, the bottom needs to be cleaned from front to back and not from back to front. So parents ask, do we need to apply baby powder? Well, it's really not required to apply any powder to the baby's skin because it's only going to clog all the sweat pores and it can lead to rash formation. Kinds, ointments and lotion. In the Indian environment, you don't have to use ointment because then that can clog the skin. A simple lotion should help in Indian weather unless the skin is very dry and showing other signs of eczema. And in India, we've seen coconut oil is widely used for the application and baby massage. Well, that can be used. Olive oil also can be used, but just ensure whenever you're applying any baby lotion, apply to the legs and see if the baby is developing rash. And if the baby is fine, you can apply to the rest of the body. There are other oils such as nut oil, mustard oil, well, some children do not tolerate it, so the safer ones are the earlier ones which I have mentioned. So hopefully this session of baby care was useful. If you have any doubts, please ask in the comment.